Gamers, we're back with the Bazaar. In today's notes, in today's data point of They Hate NL, servers went down exactly at 2 p.m. Pacific time today, aka when my recording window opens up. I'm not saying it's just interesting how frequently it seems to happen. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to keep them up, but I am the main character in my own life, so I took personal offense to it. Shielded ambergris. I don't think it's very good. But upgraded, it could get there. But I mean, it's really hard to not run Toxic Pearl, man. Like, that seems like an incredible get. Even one poison going off semi-frequently in the early game can really help you on the first couple of days. Might as well take a rifle. I was definitely, as you could probably guess, I was hoping for more aquatics. I don't have the money for that. That's... Oh, but then I can't run the rifle. Oh, it's all gone wrong. That's okay. This should still be really good. What I'm actually hoping for, though, not from you, obviously, but I'm hoping for scrap. Because if we can get scrap, you'll grow, be better at shielding, and also thus be better at poisoning. So I think we'll rinse you. It's just, you know, I mismanaged our gold early. Truth be told, you don't really need to buy anything in early shops, but I saw a shop that was, like, not necessarily weapons, and I thought, let's give it a try. The real flub was buying the rifle. When we know, like, this item, this enchantment is good enough that we can just rock aquatic as the day is long. Cooldown reduction? Extra crit chance. Honestly, I don't feel bad about tossing that on immediately. Maybe gaining a neutral item of some sort. One regen is kind of a wash, but... Scrap for extra shield. I'll just be real with you. I'm feeling pretty confident we get our butt kicked today. The narwhal has synergy, but the rifle attacks faster. I gotta give it a chance. What do you got here? Langjan, Piranha, Golden Ambergris. Well, honestly, like one regen and our shield combined with like... Oh no. You burn the poison off. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that fact. Yeah, we should absolutely be rinsed. Well, I don't know. It's surprisingly close. We're like almost exactly as mid as each other. It may depend on when like our shield hits versus like when their Langjan pops. Well, their Langjan is not going to pop before the end of the fight. That's criminal that you lost that one because we're both garbage. No, I'm gonna pop. Don't you worry about that. I'm gonna pop, okay? But for now we're both garbage. It's criminal that you get a loss on your wreck. Well, technically not due to the way the multiplayer works, but you get the idea. Small shield item, exactly what we want to see. Shielded skill. I'll pay for it, man. I'll pay for the roll. Stings, but you know what? It does make the rifle a lot better. And small items is like exactly what we want to see. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Roll me. Nothing else, although I will say... You could probably cut you and run like a hybrid aquatic build here, because I think the honing steel is like not too bad on the rifle. And all the cooldown reduction would still be sick, man. I guess I would... I don't know what I want, to be honest. Cooldown reduction's easy enough. It's easy to understand. Certainly, we got great prospects on this one, but this is not the sort of run that I expect to necessarily pop like immediately, but it might not take much to get it off the ground. It seems like one of the better enchantments for sure. Haste a weapon for 3 seconds, pretty good. We could get good neutrals here, don't get me wrong, but I feel like you just gotta... it's one extra poison, or as I like to call it, double the poison. What do we got in here? You know what? You're cut, and then we're running you and you, and then you have medium items. The medium item could be a puffer, which is why we have to take a peek. You had to look. I'm sorry. Even if we're running one empty space on the board, I think this build is actually what we're looking for. Chrono Rave with the legendary. Well, if we're going to run that, you should at least run the Poning Steel. So I don't know. I feel like we have great shielding. We have no healing, so we may lose to a Poison Mirror match. And if they're weapon-driven, I don't know. They do appear to... Oh, Toxic Seaweed is going to be hot. Not to mention Shadow Cloak Catfish. I wouldn't be optimistic, let's put it that way. But we're gonna be slowing them down at least. We're gonna be applying some poison of our own, although not as much as they're applying to me, and also they're healing every time. Yeah, their run is quite honestly just a lot better, and that's okay because hopefully we'll never see them again. And they got the skill I wanted, man. But I'm not letting it demoralize me. I think we still got great opportunities on this run. Just having the opportunity to get Toxic Pearl is kind of amazing.
You've just taken the first step toward
Aquatics, please. Huge. Don't really need you, but will buy you.
I think that's
Stranger Things main character if it was set in Louisiana.
place to store the rest
And a
of the
bronze tier
tyrant's
item,
gold.
please. Definitely not what we want, but fair enough. Okay. Seaweed's really good. Coral's really good. We got a full aquatic build to max out this pearl. Feeling all right. I think we should try to XP max. I really, even though we lost our last round, I got a lot of confidence in our board, man. The force field that they got going on is a little spooky, I'm not gonna lie. Because we don't really do a lot of direct damage to shields, so their force field's gonna pop. But we're gonna be putting up a lot of shield of our own. They have no means of healing. Yeah, we should rinse them easily. And honestly, Rigged would be a crazy start. Oh, but Scrap would go insane as well. Rigged would be nice, because the extra haste gets the engine going faster, but... Scrap, Gold Scrap, would go kind of crazy. Okay, I'm glad we had the confidence to fight the biggest enemy here. Again, PvP, I'm 50-50. Still a great skill. PvP, I'm 50-50, but I feel good PvE right now. Could give us a jellyfish. Upgrading a bronze is pretty good, though, man. Like, upgrading you is kind of nice. For free, I feel like you kind of gotta go with it. Narwhal's very unlikely to stick around. I think the Pearl upgrade, if we're running like 8 small aquatics, seems pretty good. Small non-weapon item. That's the sort of stuff I'm talking about. You're definitely gone. I gotta put you in the right spot. Adjacent aquatics. So you want to be next to things that go fast or often. Pearl goes fast. Pearl goes often. Illusoray does go off real quick as well. Yeah, that's probably the play.
Go ahead.
I think I don't know. I was going to say I think we're killable, but then I was thinking, like, by what? We have good coverage against everything. It just takes a while for the run to get started. So if you hit me really hard, really fast, which you might be able to do with a power drill and a bunch of, like, enablers. You might have a certain something going on there. I don't know. But we do put on our shield pretty quick. And, like, once Seaweed starts popping, it's going to be tough. No, we're dead, actually. I'm telling you, you may not believe me. Our run is good. We're suffering right now because all the Bazaar Andes who could not play when the game was down are rushing in now that work's done in Rotterdam, okay? We got a hold. We're going to upgrade... For now, double the slow. Doubling the slow, I appreciate more than adding a little bit of poison on a jellyfish. It's not going to be gumballs. Small aquatic could be huge. It's something. At least it's a silver clamra. And then you sell aquatics.
Hello.
If you sell aquatics, you should buy non-aquatics for cheaper. You are kind of built for the slow build. I just feel like Captain's Wheel is not what we're looking for. We're looking for Water Wheel. Alrighty. You're definitely gone. You probably just don't deserve to stick around. Dump the Clamra. It's got the least utility with the most gold available. Okay, so when you use an adjacent item, charge this 2 seconds. It's you. You're gonna go off so frequently. You're 5 seconds, 7 seconds. Okay, this seems fine for now. I don't think we go Technovirus. I think we can put a dent in Retiree. I think we've got like almost the exact board we want. We want Pufferfish. We want to dump Coral. We probably don't want to run Illusoray long term, even though we did upgrade it. But like this is a poison build aided and abetted by having the enchanted Coral. What is this? When you oh my god, when you heal your shield items, gain shield. This could go insane because gaining shield eventually allows us to gain poison as well. Okay, this is a very early Water Wheel, by the way. I think we got a good thing going. Whatever happened to the newsman, the paperboy, and stuff on TV? You know what I'm saying? Is that Family Guy? That might be Family Guy. On which we used to rely. I would rather fight for this one, man. Although, if we just... give me the XP so we get the guaranteed level up. Shield skill.
The rest of the tyrant's gold.
Plus 4 poison, actually kind of insane. I can't believe I was about to reroll. I was genuinely like, we should probably reroll that until we get a poison skill. But plus, a shield skill. But plus 4 poison on all poison items, including on our Pearl, is crazy. So you're an ammo. Oh, you're a burn powder keg build. I hope to have enough shield to be able to weather the storm when the powder keg hits. Even if you crit, we should be okay. I think we're unkillable on this one. We got too much heat on you too early.
Defeat does not.
That was a lot of poison stacked up real quick. We're 2-2. I don't mind that. That's a comfortable position for me. 48 poison from the Pearl. A lot from the Catfish too, though. We don't have to pit 2 bad fish against each other. We can be happy with that.
It's my favorite air breather.
I do like the Chum Bucket, to be straight up with you. Like, I think it clears the Coral, at least. You're interesting. I think, like, the Water Wheel's just better. We don't need that much haste unless we're going, like, if the Catfish is going to be the focus, but I don't think that's the case. Very nice. I will pay for the roll. I'm very happy I did. Because that's going to be a poison and shield burst or boost already. And I would love to. I would love to, man. But it's got to be the right time, okay? I think I have to fight Sabretooth. Although it may seem crazy. I want the skill, man. I want small diamond tier items have their cooldowns reduced. We're going to be running a lot of smalls, and we already got 2 golds. In particular, obviously, you could say that it's a given that you want the Pearl to have its cooldown reduced, but Seaweed going off like 1/3 quicker is actually a huge difference maker as well. But I would settle for like a gold pelt or a diamond pelt if we had a bronze pelt. So you hate me, which is like fine or whatever. It's just kind of surprising. I'm not paying for the reroll. That was not a smart decision. We should have taken the freebie. I'll take the freebie here. We're not exactly like overloaded on money. 6 gold, silver tier loot. It's got to be silver tier loot because catalysts and cooldown and scrap, like they're all good for us. Now, of course, it became cinders, but that's okay. We're done. I don't like our odds against somebody named Koopa Troopa 16 that's playing Pig. I think that I've already reconciled that we're very likely to lose this situation. They're a bushel build with a yo-yo that's gonna scale like crazy. The burn doesn't scare me that much because we put up a ton of shield. Their scaling heals. Oh no, their burn should scare me a lot actually. It's stacking up mighty quick. And it's not going anywhere. Help me. Yeah, yacht dogs. Get your yacht dogs. Yeah, we're done. I gotta put respect on you, Koopa Troopa. I knew from the second I saw your username, I was going up against a real gamer, okay? Alright, 2 and 3. I really thought that was gonna be where we were gonna start to build our momentum. Because once we got the items we wanted, I felt like we were kind of in the clear, but Koopa Troopa had other ideas, man.
Discounts for peace.
Pufferfish is very important. You don't need to be here. You, as much as I hate to say it, you don't need to be here either. You need to be here.
Use that for the good of all.
I think the order is right. Sure. Should sell, well, we don't need to sell yet, I guess. Pearl? Golden Pearl? Imagine. We should be able to take Enclave Weeper really easily. Like, you might think we're 2 and 3, like our build sucks. Our build is actually really good, man. It's just we've run into some really, really good PvP builds as well, which has not been happening a lot lately outside of this run so far. So Enclave Weeper has no chance. Skill is good, XP is good, Extract is good. I mean, only 1 poison. Maybe Extract isn't actually that good, but... We don't really want Ouroboros statue. That's one of the few things that was, like, not good. I think we gotta look for poison buffers, like Spider.
Well, you're doing your part.
Spider in a jar, is that what it's called? Small cooldown reduction. I think no matter what, you like sell you, sell you, sell you, sell you. Probably we're never going to use you, so let's sell you too. Spider in a jar. No spider in a jar. Medkit's good. We're not going to be running knee brace. I really doubt we're going to use truffles, but let's keep it like just in case. And Shadow Cloak... I mean, it can do some work, don't get me wrong. Shadow Cloak can do some work with Catfish, but I don't think it's what you want to be relying on, like, at this late juncture, or mid-juncture, but still. It's gotta be Water Wheel. I know we're kind of light on skills, but we do start with 1 haste. It'd be nice if we could make, if we get Obsidian Enchantment and make something a weapon, so we could start with 2 haste. Haste 3 items, okay. I mean, small item heal 10, kind of tempting early, but 1 extra haste it seems way more meaningful. Some Donkus, similar to Koopa Troopa 16, a perfect record and a name like Some Donkus has me... it's not a build we do great against, to be honest. Weapon spam. Although we do put up shield pretty quick. They're never going to run out of ammo, so that's something we got to concern ourselves with. I have to say, for all of my sandbagging, it actually appears like this is going amazingly so far. I don't see a world in which they make it out of this.
Bring her about. I've got another.
I got another salvo in me. I didn't hear no bell. That's what she's saying. She's saying I didn't hear no bell. So we're 3 and 3. We got to go 7 and 0 to win by day 13. When you put it that way, it is a little spooky. To be honest, Curio's kind of annoying me, but
you see landfill, I see buried treasure.
This one, at least a cooldown reduction is nice. But that is a roll, unfortunately. Curio seems like way better when you have weapons. But if we could also get Spider in a jar, I would stop crying about it all the time. I guess we should have taken that before. The extra shield is not bad either.
Warms my rusty circuits to see that find off.
I think you lower the cooldown of the Water Wheel, even though we love the Toxic Pearl as well. We're a little light on the loot that I've been hoping to glean so far. I think you have to take guaranteed scrap, man. To build this is kind of like I think it's our endgame condition. To be honest, it's a little spicy, but I do think we have the kind of build that's spread wide enough that we don't have to sweat the extra cooldown from Radiant Corsair. I guess Seaweed got hit by Spyglass. Which is not that big of a deal as long as we can manage to shield through the relatively meager burn that they're creating. Plus, it's going to be hasted all the time. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm going to say it. You're done, bud. You're done. You got nothing. The only thing we have to fear is the damage when the anchor comes in. But even then, like, we tank it. We tank it. Now, you already know the vibe. Fiery Rebirth is like the only thing we want here. Otherwise, we're here for the XP. Huge, huge. Now, it doesn't cleanse, but still, that's huge. We must take haste out of these options.
But it's the other way around.
Starting with more haste is good. Freezing also good. I want them both. I want them both. I don't want to pit them against each other. Small and mediums, I can live with that. I don't know why I'm shaking my head as I was saying it. We should have bought the fishing rod. Go back. Well, we don't want any of those. We do want the fishing rod because more gold items, like gold pearls, could be crazy here. Small shield item? I had to take a chance that it was one of these two lads. Okay, the dare. The dare. A 2-win dually. I'm not counting my chickens before they hatch, but our run is in a good spot. Start with a lot of haste. We start with a little freeze. They got a scaling weapon build. That being frozen right off the bat doesn't seem like it inhibits them too much, but I do think we got like what appears to be a really nice setup. Sucks to see Pearl frozen, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Their force field's doing a little bit of work right now, kind of scaring the crap out of me. Our sea, okay. I've made the classic mistake of looking at my health bar, but not looking at theirs. We actually rinsed them. Four and 3. We climbed over 500. Something the Vancouver Canucks could only dream of, depending on when this video goes live.
Hi, I'm Quixel, master merchant or something.
We have to try.
I only sell things so I can buy things. Huge things.
Paid for itself at least. And then huge. Well worth it.
Now sell me something.
You get an extra. That's 2 cooldowns still. 2 charge, I should say. Skill upgrade. I don't really want to haste. These are horrible skill upgrades for us. I didn't think it was possible that we would have a wasted node there, but that's how it worked out. Now again, Wandering Shoal. I don't think you're... Oh, you are a poisoner. That's fantastic. Is that a gold pufferfish? It is. I mean, I would love a diamond pufferfish, man. What is the diamond skill? When you slow charge an item 1 second. Could go nice with the heavy enchantment, man. I'm not trying to count my chickens before they hatch, but this looks pretty good. But your poison items have +6 poison would also be insane.
It's over already.
Silver Piranha will really take the wind out of your sails a bit. Silver tier ammo, okay, it's silver tier loot for sure. That's a good piece of loot, to be fair. I'm gonna skip Curio because he's ticking me off. Small friend. Oh! When you haste, charge this 2 seconds. I feel like you go off more than you at this point. But every time, well, because you haste like 7 things at once. Yeah, okay. I think we gotta, as much as we love what the Pearl's doing for us, I think we gotta treat it as like, he's helping us, but the pufferfish is probably the straw that stirs the camel's drink right now. Huge. You think this gives you a shielded item? I feel like I sort of have to just take a look. If it gives you an enchanted item from another hero, yeah, it doesn't. It does give us a potentially decent piece of loot, but I don't feel like we've really improved all that much today. The extra poison is nice, and
I may be young for a captain.
I mean, we're closer to level 10 than the average person we're going to go up against. Submarine. We must pair nicely here, man, because we don't do direct damage. Anytime I see like a shield-heavy opponent, I know we're in a good spot because we don't worry about shields. We only worry about like HP and not being killed. So this should be like a guaranteed win. Not to mention you have to kill us twice, which is really hard with seaweed scaling. So we got a lot of momentum. And we're gonna hit level 10 like right after our next shop. We gotta remember. No, we don't have to remember anything. The only thing I guess is don't we have something? Thought we had something related to burn, but I guess not. Slow could also be a good benefit for us. I'm just gonna see what you got. We might not be able to afford it, but I'm gonna see what you got. I'm not gonna pay for the reroll though. Okay, I mean, this seems like a gimme, right? A poison seaweed is kind of disgusting though. As much a double poison on you is great, but poison seaweed is also like it's gross. And we could have gone random truffles, but poison seaweed seems good enough to not have to worry about. You are aquatic, man. What is there any other toy in here? No. You do give us something for free. Don't get me wrong. But I'd like to get something better. I mean, Cove, you could always... I'm just going to take Golden Captain's Wheel to sell, honestly.
The Cretaceous era?
I honestly don't remember what Death Knight Reaper does, man, but I feel like we might have a chance. That's helpful. First time you fall below half health, cleanse half your burn and poison. Would go crazy with Fiery Rebirth, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. 20% crit chance kind of ticking me off here. They didn't get it though. And we're stacking up that seaweed poison. Don't freeze my seaweed, please. That's very rude. They still didn't crit. The lifesteal is very dangerous, don't get me wrong. Dude, we own you. That's, I mean, we might as well take it as diamond level. So it's not gonna like eat an upgrade or anything. I wanted to see how much poison damage you did this, my bad. We skip these, unfortunately. But another level, like, we're leveling up real fast. No, more haste and charge, please. First 4 times you use a non-weapon, charge a weapon. That stings. I would honestly... Well, we want more haste. 1 extra second of freeze is nice. Haste 2 poison items at the start, or haste 1 aquatic. I'd be okay hasting 2 poison items. That's 2 extra haste, which is even better for the getting this guy going. And then upgrade an item. I mean, to me, there's a lot of good stuff to upgrade, don't get me wrong, but the water wheel is kind of what keeps the whole thing running. Lex Barker. I feel like today's the opposite of yesterday. I feel like we did a lot of good improvements today. And we're in a nice spot here. The board may not change for a bit. It would be nice if we weren't running bronze catfish, but everything has a purpose here, man. I mean, there's really... there's no need really for the... Oh, actually, I was going to say there's no need for the pearl, but I think I was being cute. There's a huge need for the pearl. The pearl activates the water wheel, which gets the pufferfish going. But I was looking at the seaweed, like, wistfully and going, like, you do what, like... You're worth, like, a 6-space item right now. Did 106 poison, 945 heal. Crazy. Still, that's only half as much poison as the pufferfish, but if the fight went on longer... Don't come a-knocking. Let's take a peek. You're flicking me. You're close, but you're flicking me. Honestly, I'll take a look. The other ones don't really appeal to me that much. I thought I bought you, and I was going to be really ticked off for a second. One day I'll learn, man. Volcus Enforcer is hard. But on a non-one weapon build, I feel like we actually have what we need. Plus, we use haste. Like, we like our items to be alive, but we also have charge. So freeze is not, like, as devastating. I think we should be okay. This is the part you gotta live through. seaweed. Oh, we take those. We take those, man. First 3 times you shield? Okay, Diamond Icicle still seems really good, don't get me wrong. Now, also, we're not going to use it, but still. Huge. +2 poison is going straight to... No. No, I refuse. I refuse. I was on a wave. They tried to hold me down and they couldn't do it, and now they're sending the packets. They're losing the packets in the mail. We go to the Discord. Anyone else got connection issue? Connection to the server has been lost? No. No! Put me back in, coach. Don't do me like this. I saw that it said we were on 0 wins. I refuse to believe it. We know we're set because the loading screen was like not moving. You get sold into that. That's exactly where I want you to be. Not on the seaweed. You're gonna give me a small aquatic. Not the narwhal, man. I don't care if he does bacon at midnight. We're going full catalyst. I like dig site, but that's pretty good. Now, what's this Vanessa rocking? Level 14 is crazy, man, because I've been fighting elites, and you're at level 14? How'd you manage to make that happen? Deadly Swashbuckle, single weapon build. Freezing that is real nice. Now, the lifesteal's going to come fast and furious here. Don't get it twisted. Actually, the burn is our biggest problem. But we are going to come back from the dead. Man, it would be nice to have a slow. I think we're rinsed. Yeah, rinsed. That's a really good single weapon build. I can't be mad. I run it all the time myself. Oh my god, I'm mad. We're at lethal? What do you got for me? Obsidian, man. You gotta go. As much as I'd love to put it on truffles, man, you gotta go obsidian pufferfish. Because it'll do damage 10x its poison. So now we have a way to do damage early, hit around shields, and hopefully have an extra way to deal damage to deal with lifesteal builds. Let's start with medium items. We have like 1 medium item we're interested in. A slow would admittedly be helpful, but do you really give up like catfish and jellyfish? Because those are extra haste triggers.
If you have to ask the price,
I will be disappointed to not get to 7 today. I think 7 should be makeable. But I mean, part of it depends who you go up against, man. I'm going Trash Titan instead of Volcus because I do feel like... Well, okay, the skill would be incredible. For some reason, I thought you had Catalyst, which you clearly do not, but... These 2 poison items... I was just wondering where your crit chance came from. That's bad. Not good, at least. Upgrade an item. It might be... I get the upgrade. 2 poison is like 40 extra damage, but a gold skill could do more for us, I think. When you freeze, your items gain 2% crit chance. 40 extra shield. Not that meaningful. Kind of meaningful. Haste 3 poison items. That is meaningful to me. Get the engine started as quick as you can. Give me an aquatic. We're not going to level up again, huh? Maybe cooldown reduction. Very broad cooldown reduction. 1 poison? I mean, 1 poison is 10 damage, but I'm sorry, Catfish. I think you get cut to run a Diamond Icicle. My whole reasoning being, it doesn't create haste, and locking like a weapon down for 6 seconds might give us the time to build up seaweed enough to keep us in the clear, or maybe just kill our opponent. You got your... Oh, butterfly swords, man. That's a... And a fiery Langzhan with a 70% crit chance. That's no joke for sure. That stung. Fiery Rebirth coming through in the clutch, though. Hold on it. Yes, Fiery Rebirth. Genuinely, if we don't have the skill, we lose. We lose for sure. So I very much appreciate the fact that it kept us in there. And I think that Diamond Icicle might be the play. In which case, I think you sell the catfish so that you can get a better catfish from a shop. I know what kind of shops I'm looking for, man. I think. So I'm not spending money on trash. Admittedly, the shark is kind of interesting, but now this time, I think we would be content to take your skill because we have relatively low crit chance ourselves. And I don't necessarily care about making your weapon have 100% crit chance as long as our shield items have 100% crit chance.
Return to the bazaar.
But I would accept your diamond flamberge as well. I would. I wouldn't be against that. I would accept your shoe blade because I have no other option. But a diamond tier skill that saves the whole run.
Is not humility a deception?
I mean, +6 poison on everything is... I mean, 60 damage on you, and then a lot of extra poison on a lot of other stuff.
Something like that.
Certainly to me, a water wheel that slows seems crazy. I know we could have gotten a random one on truffles, but a water wheel that slows... Slow is one of the ways that we beat the lifesteal build. That beat us with the cutlass, so... Having something that goes on the board but doesn't require us to move our board around is like, that's a big deal for me. Is Thymia, okay, I don't know. You do tend to scale, but I think we have good coverage, man. We got damage, we got heal, we got shield, we got scaling, we got slowing. They have a restorative, apropos chapeau. I don't know what their build does. Which doesn't mean it's bad. It might mean that it's so good I can't possibly comprehend it. They're certainly applying a lot of burn. And slowing down like all of my items. But I'm gonna come back from the dead. And then I'm gonna... Wait, whoa, the poison! Okay, so we're a skill merchant. We're being carried pretty much just by one, like... Fiery Rebirth skill. If we didn't have this, we'd be in a world of hurt. But we got it, so we're awesome. It's that simple. New pufferfish. You're flicking me. Put that in the bag. We should have bought a wanted poster. It showed up earlier. We might as well put it in the bag. Small shield item could help us out a lot. Very nice. I think we go right back to Lord of the Waste. The room where it happened. The slow enchantment is going to be pretty helpful. I mean, 3 seconds of slow on an item that goes off like every second and a half. It doesn't excel against wide enemies though. It excels against enemies like single weapon Vanessa. We still didn't get what we wanted. A gold tier loot that's a catalyst would be crazy. Upgrades a silver? Sure, man. Sure. I'll upgrade the jellyfish. Like, it's not... I mean, what else are we gonna do, right? First time you haste, freeze for 4 seconds. Better, because we haste immediately. Dare to risk some coin. Nothing would bring me more pleasure than to level up once more. And at this point, probably take another gold skill. Reduce the cooldown of your aquatics by 10%. I don't necessarily think it's incredible, but I think it can add up. And things are moving real quick now. I mean, do we even do anything on that day? I don't know. I don't know if we did anything that day. We may need another miraculous fiery rebirth. Let's see. It's a smaller board, which is actually potentially great for us. The Adelatl is going to go sicko mode for sure. The smaller board allows us to, in all likelihood, slow down their slowing Adelatl, which it seems to be what they got going on. Like, it seems to be the most important thing for them by far. They're gonna lose. So we're gonna play for 10. Wait a second. Don't get cocky. Wait, whoa, it's all falling apart, man. How did it happen so fast? They're here. Never mind. They're killing me. They're crushing me on all regards. They're sextant. When you crit heal 600? Oh, they washed me, dude. I didn't even realize. I thought for sure I had them on the ropes. Well, that's all right. It was still, I had a fun time regardless. What do you got going on here? Let me see here. I can't really be mad about dealing 12,000 damage and 1,200 poison. Oh my god, dude. My seaweed is good at healing. It healed for 7,000. All of your healing items healed for at least 13,000. That's crazy talk. It's still a good run and a fun enchantment, but we ran into some rough opposition this time, man. That could have easily been like a 10. It also could have easily been like a 4. So I guess I'll take it. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. I'll see you next time. Later!